So this is what I've been dealing with. We're definitely in bear territory now. Alright, we got a bear. I'm out of water. I was just cramping so bad last night. I'm proud of the effort that I put in. It's been hard. That was so hard. That was so hard. Just saw my first bear. Alright, well, I just got to where I'm gonna leave the car. And now it's a 4.3 mile hike and 800 feet elevation gain back to where I'm trying to get to. So, gonna get after it and hopefully I'm in there for prime time. Let's go. So this is what I've been dealing with. It's an old road, but as you can see, decommissioned and completely overgrown. Basically just a game trail, bushwhacking through here, so not the funnest. I'm just about 3 miles in, so just about to turn and head uphill for the last mile, which is going to be brutal, but making progress. So this was as far as I made it in the car last week. Came up on these trees and then saw that tree across the road down there and then turned around. So it was on this road. I found a bunch of scat. And then at the top of this road was the clear cut that I saw the bear in, so we're definitely in bear territory now. We got about a mile left. About 750 or so, 700 feet of elevation gain to go through, so just gonna take it slow. Try not to make too much noise. Keep my eyes open and hopefully we don't scare this bear out of here. Not even around the corner yet, and there's a pile of bear poop. Doesn't seem to be super duper fresh. Has been raining, so probably an older one that's just moist from the rain. Decided to stop here and take a rest and try to let some of this sweat dry out. I'm soaked from walking through all the brush and the rain and hiking with my rain jacket on. Just so pretty steep, but see if I can go straight up, or if I go down to the kind of the ridge line, go up the ridge. So set up camp, finish drying out, water, rest for a few, and then head out and get this bear. Oh, I'm at the base, and it's definitely steep. I'm struggling in this stuff. Super steep, but I don't know if I want to take the time to go all the way around. Maybe I'll do the same amount of time. It's gonna suck. Yeah. Dragon pole snapped. Alright, we got a bear. Oh, that's a good bear. I actually ran into another hunter who was already glassing it. Had no idea he was here. I came up over the hill to the top, and then anyway, he's going after that bear. Oh, that's a good bear. Oh, he's on a bike, so he's gonna get over there. It's a long ways away. Holy smokes. The one I'm looking at now definitely looks smaller than the one I saw earlier. I think I see Mama off to the left. Oh, super cool, but cramping up sitting here. Oh boy. I don't think Ben over there is gonna get a shot, but it's a cub and a sow, it looks like. Got a little bit through my binoculars. I'm gonna keep an eye on things. Finally stopped raining. That was miserable. I busted out my tent. Oh, my feet hurt. This is not good. Well, that sow and cub just went back into the thick timber. I think maybe the elk finally smelt it. But yeah, I lost Ben when I was messing with the tent in the rain. So I don't know, maybe he saw that it was a sow and a cub and decided not to do anything, or not sure. But that's pretty cool. Got a little footage of it. Probably not the best footage, but I'm going to throw up camp, try to stand in the sun and dry out because my pants are wet, which is not good. Then I'm going to go check the cut where I saw the bear the other day. He said he also, well, he ran into some bikers up here that saw it around there and spooked it off, but I don't know if it was this sow and cub. And the elk's looking uphill, like maybe Ben's still over there. I don't see him though. Anyway. Eventually, I noticed Ben looking my direction through his binoculars. I tried to signal him YMCA style that it was a sow and a cub, but I'm not sure if the message was received. With the day winding down, I got to setting up camp and then headed off to check a couple cuts for bears. wasn't too good coming in, so not expecting too much, but I think I'll give it 30 or 40 minutes until just before sunset. See if anything comes in. And then back camp. See if I can get a fire going and try to dry out. As the evening wore on without seeing any bears, I eventually headed back to camp. I could feel my body starting to complain loudly with each step. I built a small fire and tried to dry out my clothes as best I could. Luckily, I had a backup hoodie that came in clutch as the temperatures dropped during the night. I finished off an electrolyte packet with the last of my water, but it wasn't enough to stave off the incredibly ferocious cramps I would get during the night. Needless to say, it was a rough night and I didn't get a lot of sleep. The next morning, my body was in even worse shape. Well, packed up camp. Did a little glassing from camp this morning. Didn't see any bears, but saw some black-tailed does, which was pretty cool. Now I'm just gonna start hiking out. Pass by that one cut where I saw the bear last week. See if anything's there. And if not, continue on my way. I'm out of water. I'll be able to get water on the way back down. But I was just cramping so bad last night. Weather's not as nice as it was supposed to be originally in the forecast, so yesterday was the hardest thing I've ever done physically, I think, in my life. So, last day bear season. Not putting too many expectations on finding a bear on the way out, but I'm proud of the effort that I put in. It's been hard. With each mile, the pain in my feet grew more intense. Each step reverberated up through my calves, my hamstrings, my hips, my back, and into my shoulders. I wanted to stop, take off my pack, and rest. But I knew if I did, I might not be able to get back up and make it to my truck. I've never felt anything quite like it. I thought about my wife and how much I missed her. And when I made it back to my truck and tried to film a clip talking about the experience, I just completely broke down. That was so hard. That was so hard. All right, well, if you made it this far in the video, thanks so much for watching. This video is the end of my 2022 spring bear hunting series. Man, it was such an emotional end to this hunt for me, obviously, as you just saw in the video. I was almost debating not putting it up, but I just wanted to keep it 100% real here on the channel. And man, it was such an emotional end to the hunt for me, just with all the effort put in, both physically, emotionally, mentally, and then sort of that long hike out after not having harvested a bear. My body just screaming at me the whole way, and just all the emotions kind of coming to a head there at the end. So man, I had such a great time. It was my very first hunt ever in this 2022 spring bear. Had no idea, kind of going in about anything just other than what I've sort of learned on YouTube and from talking to folks. So it was a huge learning curve for me. Took me 9 days out in the field before I saw my first bear, which was super exciting. And then finally got into a good area. And this last video here was the last couple days hiking back into that area. Ended up doing, I think, 17 miles between the 2 days, which was a lot for me, obviously, as you kind of see there in the video. I ran out of water, was just cramping horrifically that night at camp. So yeah, it was quite an endeavor for me, but man, I'm so hooked. I had such a blast, and I learned a ton in that first hunting season. Of course, right now it's 2023 spring bear season here in Oregon. I drew a tag again, so really fortunate on that. I'm gonna be out in the woods here shortly, chasing bears again. So really excited to continue that process and filming. And then of course I have a bunch more content coming up in continuing my Becoming a Hunter series, which follows my 2022 season, which was my first season ever. So next up I'll do a recap of my time tagging along with Thomas from Chasing Roosevelt's Outdoors on his archery elk hunt here in Oregon. Then I have my rifle deer hunt and rifle elk hunt to kind of wrap up the 2022 season. So stay tuned for that content coming at you here soon. I really appreciate everybody watching. I can't believe I'm already up to kind of 300 subscribers about here, just after a couple months of publishing content. So really appreciate you guys watching. I do also put out a lot of content on my website, wildfoodoutdoors.com. Got some wild game recipes over there. I publish a lot of industry discounts and coupon codes and that kind of stuff. So if you want to support the channel even further, head on over to wildfoodoutdoors.com and check that out. Again, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much. It means a lot to me, and we'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.